loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D's alter ego, back with another video for you guys. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is my boho horror story. It was a nightmare. Like, oh my god, like the pictures are crazy, like the story is crazy. I always see people talk about BOLDHOLD glue and adhesive, like really keeping your wig down and like having you laid, and honestly you girls be looking laid. However, for me, I was laid. However, when I took it off, it was a whole nother story. Like, I was like, only my luck would like only my luck, like only this would happen to me. Like, all these girls, all you bitches using boho looking laid, snatched. I just snatched, like baby hairs laid, and literally it like completely took basically like my skin off. Okay, so like let's get into this story. This shit is crazy. Like, I know you guys want to know like what the fuck happened, sis, and I got you. I brought some wine for us because literally I was devastated. However, I did not panic. I did not cry. I just really just kept my composure, and I was like, you know, it's going to be fine. It's gonna heal. Everything is going to be great. But yeah, I don't know how I didn't cry. So let's get into the story. So I've had issues with my hair in the past. Like, I have something called CCCA, that's what they call it, where I had like a little cyst in my scalp that I had to have removed. It was benign, but like I got like injections there so that the hair could grow back. So like I tend not to like do sew-ins anymore. Like, I don't really do anything to my hair like after that happened. I just started wearing wigs, or I like leaving my hair out a little bit and like, you know, wearing a ponytail or like protective style. So I got into this wig thing, and I was like, all right, let's do the wigs, because I've done the weaves for a long time, for years. I can't do weaves anymore. So I'm like, all right, I'm rocking with this wig thing. I've never really like laid down any of my wigs before with like any adhesive, any glues, BOLDHOLD, like got to be, like I never really was into like laying down my wig. So that I always get like a ponytail wig, or like one that was like really flat, like middle part straight. So it was really no need to hold down my wigs. But I was like, okay, so here it is. So me and my boyfriend are going out of the country. We're going to Africa, and everybody knows Africa is super hot, super humid, and like you just really like want to look snatched. So I was going to like a nice fabulous wedding. I wanted my hair to be laid. I didn't want to have to take off the wig every day. Like, I really just wanted it to be like on. I'm ready for the beach. I'm ready for whatever. Like, we in there, right? Okay, so my sister says, maybe you should get a sewing closure, right? So I'm like, a sewing closure? Like, I don't really do sew-ins anymore. Like, you know, like, I've done a closure once before for my birthday, and it was like fine, but it literally crumbled like within like a day or two, like when I had the baby hairs laid down for my birthday this past like summer. So I was like, I don't want to do that again. But so she's like, get the closure sewing. So I'm like, okay, like I haven't had a sew in God knows how long. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be real cute. I'm gonna get a side part. I'm gonna do the damn thing. I'm gonna get this closure sewing, right? So we have a bomb ass hairdresser, and she's bomb. Like I don't blame her at all. I just feel like it just wasn't for me. And when something's not for you, it's just not for you. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get this closure sewing. I bought my bundles, and I'm ready. I'm hype. I'm like, oh my God, this hair's gonna look so good. So I get my hair done, right? For this wedding, I'm going out of the country. So I get my hair done probably like the day before I leave, right? So I get my hair done the day before I leave. The girl's doing my hair. She knows what she's doing. She's like, I have like this bowl hole glue, right? I have this new one. It's the bowl hole adhesive. It's supposed to lay your hair down like so good. It's not gonna move. I'm like, yes sis, like I want this hair not to move. I want it to be laid. Give it to me. So she does the hair, and like literally when she put it on, she was like, all right, I'm gonna lay it, because they mark like where it's supposed to go and like where they lay the hair. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna put it here. Is that good? I'm like, yes. So once she put it down, I was like, damn. I felt like it was like cement block. Like I felt like it was like, I was like, oh my God, like this is gonna be so good. It's gonna be laid. Cool. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she finished my hair. Everything's beautiful. It's just a little tight, like on the edges here. Like, but I'm like, I'm a girl that's gotten sew-ins my whole entire life. It's always like a little tight, and then it loosens up like the next day or whatever. So I'm not even stressing it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I leave the shop. My hair looks good. It's tight, but I'm like, you know, like it's tight. It's the first day. It will loosen up. So the next day, it's still tight. Didn't loosen up, but I was like, all right, like, you know, like it's gonna loosen up, like it's gonna loosen up. So then the third day, I think when I get to Africa now, I arrive. Hair is flawless, flowing in the wind. It's still a little tight, but it doesn't feel that tight. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's gonna loosen up. I think we went out that night, and literally like I had like a headache because my hair was so freaking tight, but I looked so freaking good. So I'm like, fuck it, like I look good. Like, you know, like when your hair look good, you look good, like you feeling good, you're like, fuck it, like, all right, it's a little bit of pain, but it'll loosen up. So then the following day, it was fine. Everything, go through everything, it's fine. It's still a little tight, but now at this point it's like bearable. We're still in Africa, it's bearable. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when I come back home now, so we fly back to the States, and I still have my hair in, because it was like, when I mean this hair was laid, you can see from the picture, it was laid. My hair was laid. I was looking good, okay? So I was like, it was no rush for me to take this hair out, because like it was laid, it wasn't growing out, like it wasn't itching, nothing. So I kept it in like the week after, like, cause it was like basically like New Year's, like Christmas, New Year's. So I kept the hair in. Like, why would I take it out at that point? Like, you know, it's still good. I'm gonna keep it in. So I kept it in for probably like, it's like another week, like week and a half. So I'm like, all right, it's still like a little tight, but it's not unbearable. So I think I was getting dressed for a party I was going to, right? So I'm getting dressed for a party that I was going to, and like, you know, when a little piece of your hair is like lifts up, like from the scalp, so you're like, okay, like maybe the glue is starting to give. So I lift it up and I see like the pink meat, right? So I'm like, I don't think that I'm supposed to see the little pink, right, meat in your scalp. Like, you know, like that little scab, like, no scab, but like underneath. And I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to see the white meat, but like maybe the gel just kind of like irritated me a little bit, so they took up just like a little piece, because that's all I could see. Like everything was still like literally like glued down, laid down, sewed down. Everything was still intact, so that was the only piece that I could see. So I was like, all right, like, you know, I covered it up. I was like, I didn't panic, because my sister's like, oh, that happened to me, like, you know, like a little bit of the glue like took off some of my scalp, like maybe like I'm allergic to it, or it's like dermatitis. So I'm like, okay, so I'm like, fine. So I'm like starting, like, so then another kind of like few days go by and a little bit more is lifting up. So then on the other side now, I see the same kind of like white meat, and I'm like, okay, so like I gotta take this hair off and like really see what is happening underneath, because like I've never used like any like adhesive glues before, except for the one time that I got my hair done and it crumbled, so it didn't really stay like long. And I was like, okay, like I've never used any of these things before, like, and like I've never seen this before, so I mean something is happening underneath this hair and I gotta take this off, like I gotta see. So I was so scared to take it off myself, because like I didn't know what I was doing. It was like sewed in, glued in. I was like, I don't fucking know how to lift this shit off, like, you know, like by myself. Like I really need the hairdresser to do it for me. So I think she was like out of town, and she was like, all right, I'm coming back by the end of the week. Like I was like, all right, cool, so I'll come after work on Friday. So I go to her salon, and like, mind you, there's a bunch of girls in the salon, and like I sit in her chair and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't even want to like lift this thing up. All these bitches is gonna be looking at me like, what the fuck? Like if it's crazy underneath here, like I don't know what the fuck is happening. So I'm like, I was like, I don't know. So my hair girl goes, all right, let me see. And she lifts. And the look on her face is like, oh my god, like what the fuck did I do to this girl? Like, oh my god. And then she was like, I'm not gonna take it off today, cause it's like, I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people, like I don't want them to be looking at you crazy, and I don't want them to be looking at me crazy. So I will, like, so she's like, all right, come back tomorrow really early. And like, mind you, like I really just wanted this thing off, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna come back tomorrow early, like when nobody's in the salon, and like we gonna look at this shit, because like I feel like something is really wrong here. So like, but when you go home, you're like so anxious. Like the whole night I was so anxious, and like I was telling my boyfriend, like, babe, like it's gonna be bad. And he's like, oh my god, babe, like what are you gonna do? And I'm like, well, tomorrow she's gonna take it off and we're gonna see what we're working with. So the next morning comes, I get there bright and early. I think I got there like 8 o'clock. And she like cuts out the hair, and she like lifts it up, and booyah! This is like, I was like, wait, holla, wait, wait, holla, wait. I wanted to die 1,000 deaths. Like, I'm for a girl that's like very particular and very like picky. I don't know how I didn't die in that chair. Like, I don't know how I didn't like crawl up and die and like cry. And I didn't. Like, I didn't cry. Like, I didn't panic. I was like, all right. All right. Like, what do you say? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you say? Like, is crying gonna help me? Like, what do I do here? Like, there's nothing that I can do here but like cover this shit up and like hope that it heals well, because like the damage was already done. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't really blame her because like she uses these glues all the time on other clients. So like, it's just my bad juju or something, or like some bitches that really is mad at me that was like, okay, like, we're gonna make this fuck up like her hair. Like, I don't know, but yeah, man. Like, so she took it off. She was so shook. She was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like what do you need? Like, how can I help you? Like, she felt so bad. Like, she just was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this girl's gonna like kill me. And I was like, no, it's okay, like, it's okay, like. And then my sister, who told me to get the closure sew-in, right? She's like, it's probably not that bad, cause I think I had something similar. When she got to the salon, she was like, oh my god, D, like, this is crazy, like, oh my god, what happened? I'm like, bitch, you told me to get a closure sew-in. What you mean? Luckily though, like, she used to work with dermatology, so she sent pictures to like this dermatologist that we know, and she was like so gracious and so good, like, that she sent me over like creams and like everything, and she was like, all right, use this on there, it'll get better, just don't put anything on it, like, cover it with gauze, like, when you do your next style, and like, just let it heal. And I was like, all right. So she sent the cream, my sister picked it up, and then I was like, all right, so at least I got this cream that I can put on here for the next 2-3 months, however long this shit takes to heal. Because, you know, when you see the white meat, that shit's gonna take forever to heal. It's gonna take forever to heal, then it's gonna get dark, then you have to lighten it up and just pray to God that it doesn't like scar or anything. So like, luckily the dermatologist was like, no, it's not gonna scar, it's gonna be fine. And I was like, all right. So yeah, so funny enough, my wig girl was so gracious that she made me this hair, and she did it without a cost, and this looks fabulous. So I was able to like walk out the salon looking so fabulous, and nobody ever knew like I had like this catastrophe underneath. And it took so many months to heal. Like, this was like months ago, and it took so many months to heal, and it's still healing, but it's like completely like it's no more like white meat or anything like that. It's just dark and it's lightening up. Like, I can't really show you right now because I'm looking so snatched, but you wouldn't even be able to see it because like my makeup's over it. So it's like it's there, but it's not there. It's like still healing. But moral of this story time is that like just really be careful with these glues, you guys. Like I know that they look so good and like everybody has like different types of hair and different types of skin, and some things don't affect people the same way. But if you're like me, who's like skin is sensitive or scalp is very sensitive, like my scalp is very sensitive because I also do have like alopecia, I just don't try to put like anything like heavy or like restraining on my hair. So I just try to leave it alone. Like when I wash it, I kind of do like a few braids myself, and then like I could just kind of like do my wigs over it and it's fine. Like, you know, like I cut my edges, like I clip my ends, and I just make it work. I like literally moisturize my scalp and like do things to help my hair stay healthy, but I don't do any sew-ins or like any glues. And after that, like I don't know if you're gonna ever get me to put like any like type of glue on my hair. Like I've never been a fan of glue, even from like my sewing days when they used to like put a little glue to hold things down. I was always like afraid of glue just like on your skin, on your hair. And you guys see why, because only I would have like a fucking line going from one side to the next, missing scalp. And like it could have been that the hair was tight too, so I don't want to just blame the glue, but the glue is what really was stuck, and that whole area where the glue was what like came off. So I have to blame the glue, like, because that glue was like literally like cement. It was like solid. But like for the people that like it, try it. But this is just my nightmare horror story with bowl hold adhesive glue. I've never really tried the lace glue. That's the other one, but this is like the bowl hold like adhesive one, the newest one that they have. And it's just not for me. Like, you know, what's for you is for you, and what's not for you is not for you. And like, don't try to like be something that you're not. Like, I'm not a glue your wig down type of girl. Like I don't feel like it's necessary, because right now there's so many hairstylists that can do like glueless wigs that look so good with the baby hairs. And like, just find something that really is good for you and that you can look beautiful in. Because like if you can do the glues, definitely do them. But if you can't and you're like me, don't even do it. Like, don't even do it. Like if you're still kind of second guessing it and you feel a little iffy, child, leave it alone. Just like maybe get like a old time like sew-in, or just get a wig and just take it off at night. Like, hey, listen, my man loves me just the way I am. So like he knows that the wig comes off, the scarf goes on, or the braids, like whatever. Like, you know, like if a guy can't love you like that, then he don't deserve you like this, you know? So it just was like a whirlwind, and I'm still like healing from it. But I definitely wanted to come here and share this like funny story on behalf of me, and let you guys know like my experience on this bowl hold situation. It's just definitely not for me, and I will not be using it again, because it's a no for me, dog. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about this video, because this video right here is about to be viral, because this is real shit, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that has experienced this. So if you have experienced this, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts, and I I love you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram, D's Alter Ego _. And if you're not part of the D's Alter Ego family, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Love you guys for watching. Bye.